It's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Vols will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas offense takes the field for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Turning it on, the 40. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Off-play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Lost to throw again. Had to throw it before he wanted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and going for it all. Touchdown, Volunteers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Texas offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for room. It's Gossett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Makes the grab. There he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. On target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got room to work.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Volunteers in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn.
Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Off the RPO, complete. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Snags it over the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Trying play action. Hit as he throws. Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third. Touchdown balls! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Pulls and fires complete. And holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. They're working that left side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Works the middle of the field. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in first and 10. Flips it out to the back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's first and 10 from their own 14-yard line. The RPO fired complete to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll throw on third and short. Slings it downfield. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
With the catch, it's Riddick.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riddick. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now. And like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 31 to Auburn.
The run from the shotgun.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It's complete to the right. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Off play action. It's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Riddick. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Leaves it with the back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Vols are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He'll do it himself. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Vols are in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll run play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hard-hitting tackle. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Here's the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They're looking for the end zone. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And now on second down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. With the clock running, this should be the final play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. Time to figure out where on the coaching. Now for the fun part. Here, congratulations. It's time to sign your One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So Clemson's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Romanowski. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hicks. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Clemson. A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to pass, it's Lay. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their... He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the run. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Carney. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Demon Deacons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gives it on the option. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, wait! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State is just getting blown off the field right now on that Smurf turf. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Clemson jumps to the line. You know, as soon as they run down the hill at Clemson, they're likely to have a quarterback who is a threat in the running game. Built this offense that way dating back to Woody Dantzler.
Oh, Woody Dantzler reference. And then obviously we've seen the new school guys continue that tradition with Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. But it does seem like they always got a guy that has that mobility. And you know what? Turns into being a star. Like lately, you go to Clemson, you play quarterback, you're a star.
Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Rushes on him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Romanowski. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. They'll try the right side. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down with the slide. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. Looking to throw, it's Lay. Punts it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Carney. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Demon Deacons are marching down the field. calls his own number. Turning it on.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
To the air on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Carney. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll do it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Romanowski. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Lane. Here's the pressure. Grabs it in the middle. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Carney. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Lay. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. This time it's complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Cherry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
To the air, it's Lay. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Romanowski. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. to the air on first down. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip him in the secondary, make that big play.
Forward and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to pass, it's Lay. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Catch in the middle, it's Carney. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Carney. The Demon Deacons line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Gives it on the option. Thrust that arm out. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak. They punt it away on fourth down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Lay. Time to take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Demon Deacons have this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Demon Deacons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So 1st down will open up the final period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. It's caught, and they'll knock him down. They've got some